Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show.
Boss in the Sauce Show. Here we go.
Back by popular demand. It's the Boss and the Sauce Show right here with our guy Wine Time. We're back at it with a Notre Dame versus Texas A&M. How you guys feeling today?
Pretty good. How you guys doing?
Excellent.
I'm good, fellas. I'm good. I'm here. You know, I'm ready to break these teams down with you guys.
Hey, let's go ahead and jump right into it with this Texas A&M team. Jimbo Fisher is out of there. Mike Elko steps in. The school still owes Jimbo a whole ton of money. And Mike Elko inherits 9 on offense, 9 on defense, a returning quarterback in Wedgman, and looked pretty promising going into the season as they move over into the SEC. Now, Marcus Freeman coming in on his 3rd year here. He gets 6 on offense, 9 on defense, and he brings over Riley Leonard, one of Mike Elko's ex-quarterbacks at Duke. He brings him over to lead the troops over here at Notre Dame. I'm going to save mine to last. I know y'all already know I'm a great big Notre Dame fan. I'm going to go on out to Florida and let Big Ragu touch on this one first.
You're gonna put me right in the fire, right?
Hey, Central Florida, you know how to dig out of there.
Oh yeah, man. That's no big deal, brother. I know this is your wholehearted, fam team, Notre Dame. But I gotta tell you the truth, man. The setup here is kind of got a little backstory to it, like you said, with Elko and his ex-quarterback on the other side of the ball now. But Elko started out, before he took the job with Duke, and he was a defensive guy, obviously at A&M. I think it's a good hire back for A&M here with Elko, and it sets up good. Like I say, if anybody's going to figure out a way to stop his Riley Leonard is going to be Elko. But just to give you like a little backdrop here with what's going on the Notre Dame side first, okay? Because Notre Dame are the visitors, and we got Freeman in his 3rd year. 19-8 the last 2 years, 10-3 last year, a couple 10-win seasons. We all knew coming in Freeman with the defensive mind, the question marks were going to be on the offense. Well, the first year, a little bit of a struggle. So what does he do? He plucks Sam Hartman from Wake Forest, and they light up the scoreboard like 36, 37 points a game. We didn't expect that out of them. We kind of had high hopes for Hartman, and he ran the offense. So he's going to try to catch lightning in a bottle here with Riley Leonard. 2 spectacular seasons, or 23. He had a great 23. 22 had a breakout season, and last year he got hurt. Early on in the season, so he didn't put together a season like he had prior. But still, pretty darn good season overall. And the offensive line is going to be intact, I guess, for Notre Dame. They got a lot of top prospects. I should say that. Let me rephrase this. They've got 3 top prospects with a 4 combined starts. So that's a little concerning for me on the offensive line. That's what I meant to say. Defensively, they're going to be fine. Al Golden, the ex-Miami coach, is running that defense for them. So there's not going to be any question mark about Notre Dame's defense. They were a top 10 defense last year, and we expect more of the same. Now, A&M, on the other hand, they get Elko back. Like I said, he was the ex-quarterback or ex-defensive coordinator. And, first-year coach, traditionally, he's like, I'm not a huge fan of these type of guys. But, they've got a ton of usually what happens when you get a first-year coach is like a mass exodus. So you get NIL guys leaving. You got portal guys leaving. So, there's a lot of moving pieces for A&M right here, So that's going to be the big question mark. And talking about coaches in general, there's 29 count of new head coaches in college football this year. So a lot of moving pieces across the board everywhere. So I think the Aggies are going to have to figure a lot of things out This is a team that ranked 94th against the run blocking and 91st against pass blocking. So they had some major struggles on the offensive side last year. And I don't think they fix them right away, okay? I don't think it's an area where they're going to shine, so to speak, with Elko. Even though, like I say, he had Riley last year, he's going to build. It's going to be a work in progress. So, coming out of the gates, I got to go kind of tradition, kind of like what we talked about, the other game we talked about earlier in the LSU game with USC. I gotta stick to my guns here, and I gotta take Freeman. I gotta go with the winner. I gotta go with what I know. Like I say, offensively there are gonna be some struggles, and you know what? This game has under written all over it. So I'm gonna give my pick out a little early on this one. I think both teams will struggle offensively here, but the defenses will rise up. I look for a low scoring game.
There we go right there. Now, I'm going to jump in. I'm going to let Wineclimb finish this one off because, of course, I got a lot to say about this game right here. So I agree with you. A lot of moving parts on Texas A&M. Not only did they get a new offensive coordinator, they also get a new defensive coordinator as well. So, that's two. That's like the kids that were there before basically got to learn football all over again. And Elko's already coming in to be like a run-based team that opens up to the pass. He has a good running back group. He has a lot of depth at the wide receiver spot. But on the offense, he lost a few, added a few, still question marks around the offensive line. The defensive line is transfer U. A couple of these spots, he just filled with transfer U. And so he shot the dice a little bit. I think the game, Notre Dame should be a little bit favored a little more than what it came out as. But speaking of Notre Dame, we're looking really, really, really good. We're loaded at the running back position. Evans comes back at tight end. We got depth behind him. We inherit Riley Leonard as a quarterback, even though we've changed quarterback like we changed draws. And like you said, the offensive line is doing solid. The defensive line can be a beast. And the linebacker core, that's what Freeman does. So they're going to be solid. Lost 2, gained 2 at the DB position. But I really like the new OC and Dunbrock. Him and Freeman go back to Cincinnati where they coach together. So I like that type of environment for Notre Dame. We prepare well. Traveling is our thing. Starting the game in Texas A&M should be a lot of fun for us. And I think we come home with the win. Notre Dame all the way in this one. So take us home, Wine Time.
Yeah, guys, as you already mentioned, Notre Dame brings in a new quarterback, Riley Leonard. Kid's a gamer. He was a gamer at Duke. He's a winner. He wants to win. It's competitive. Some people compared him to Andrew Luck last year. I expect him to take total control of this offense right away, play well right away with them. They also got a couple of receivers in the transfer portal, a guy from FIU. He had over 1,000 yards last year. They also got a guy named Jordan Clark from ASU, Robert's son, played in the NFL. And we look at Texas A&M, they hire Mike Elko from Duke, Riley Leonard's coach. He comes in here, and it's a pretty good team. They're one of the best pass rushing teams in the nation last year. I believe they were 4th or 5th. They had a 10% sack rate. I expect it to be similar this year. They got a couple guys in the transfer portal, as Boss mentioned. But a lot of these guys they got are physical specimens. They're going to go out there and they're going to get to the quarterback, really good edge rushers. But you know what? I think this game is going to be decided by the trenches. Notre Dame is kind of known for offensive line view. I mean, they just developed 2 top NFL prospects last year. Got it win in the first, got it win in the second round. It's going to be hard to replace them, but they do have guys. They've been deep, and I think they're going to be able to protect Leonard. And on the other side, just going to be depends who can win at the line of scrimmage. I think if these edge rushers from A&M can get to Riley Leonard early, force him to throw early, then I think that they can get to him. But I think I'm expecting more of a lower scoring game in this one. I don't have the total right here, but I believe it's at. If I was going to guess, I'm going to say it's also at Kyle Field. It's at Texas A&M. This crowd's going to be rocking and rolling there. It's a tough place to play. It's one of the more louder crowds in the nation. I've never been there personally, but I've heard crazy things. I've seen it on TV. It's pretty insane there. So I don't have a side in this, but I'm going to go with the under, whatever the under is in this one.
I like it. I like it. I like it. And once again, you heard it first right here on Who-Bangin Sports. Anybody got anything else to add to this one?
Yeah, one more thing. Let's talk about Elko real quick. So last year with Duke, okay, Duke's success, all the accolades came with Riley, but that Duke defense was pretty tough. So let's not forget, like I said, that's his background. That's where he's at. So I expect that to, transfer well over to the A&M side on the defense. So that's why I really like the under here. I think Notre Dame's the right side, but I truly believe this is going to be a lower scoring game.
Yeah, I got 49.5 as the total right now on this one. You guys like that as for the under?
I'm on the under. Yeah.
I was going to
as of right now, I'm on the under.
So.
Well, there it is there. You heard it first right here on the Boss and the Sauce Show.